Welcome to the forum for BIT. Today we are discussing the forum's activities, quizzes and the assessment of IT1303, which is application packages. We are actually discussing the first half of the syllabus, and that is the introduction to application packages, word processing applications and spreadsheet applications. So as usual, we have here with us today Mrs. Tushani Veerasinghe, the course coordinator of IT1303. Welcome to the forum, Tushani. So now, as I see, this is very important for the students because this is mainly to deal with the mid-course assessment and what is needed for them to cover in order to pass the assessment. Okay, so we will start with the discussion forums. What can you tell us about the discussion forums, Tushani?
Yes, these discussion forums are there for the students to actively participate in the learning process. So they can ask questions. If they don't know something, they can ask questions from other students. And also they can see what other students are working.
That's right. So if they have a problem, they can put it to the forum and some other student or another academic will answer their questions, and they can help each other by answering other people's questions and helping out in their problems.
Yes.
Okay.
So and also if they find something new, they can bring out that.
That's right. So they can cut and paste from other documents and put it in the forum.
Yes, they can upload something.
Yes, they can upload things, and then if there are any related links, they can give the link to the students.
Yes, that also can be
yes
possible.
But it's very important that the students don't misuse this particular feature given in the LMS, because they need to make sure that they help each other and not put irrelevant material. Okay, so it is also important that the forum is always active, that people are writing with to one another and asking questions and discussing the issues, because it helps a lot in most of the e-learning environment to talk to one another with regard to the issues they have. So can you show us a sample of the forum?
Yes, I will show you the view of that
okay.
place that where they can access the forum. This is the site. So on that our topic outline page, they can access the discussion forums at the end of each and every section. And on the top, they can find the news forum, from where they can see the news related to this course.
So the news forum is common for this whole course.
Yes.
Yeah, so there are forums for each of the sections in this course.
That's right. Yes.
For the introduction and for the word processing section and
so those forums are for the discussion of the relevant subject content, that means sections.
Okay.
And then at the end of each section, they will find some other forums as well to do the activities.
Okay. Yeah, so moving on to activities, there are offline activities and online activities the students need to do. So shall we discuss that now?
Yes, there are activities on the forums. Some of those things they have to do offline. That means they have to work in their machine, and then they can upload the content, the result that they find.
Okay.
Those post answers maybe will be visible on the forum, and then other students can see what their students are doing.
Okay. So the online activities?
Online activities means they have some activities on the e-learning content itself.
Okay.
So there are some simulations, they have to work with them.
So if they do something wrong, then it gives a message and
yes,
it
those simulations
sort of gives a direction.
The simulators will give the feedback.
Okay. So there are certain activities, online and offline activities given for the students, and they need to practice it well, because when we are making the MCQs and when there are assessments, we assume that the students have practiced all the activities that are given online and offline.
Okay, then the offline activities on forums, they can see on pages like this, where they can see most of the students have answered these questions, and they are what they have uploaded to the site also can be found from here. So they can download those files and they can add comments to those.
Okay. So can you show us an online activity in the LMS?
Yes. This is one exercise that they can find in online. This is a simulator, and then the instructions are given on the right hand side. So by using the instructions, they can work on the simulator. Then the simulator will give the feedback.
Okay, so how about the offline activities?
Offline activities, this is one of the samples that I have gathered here, and then there the final output is shown in the activity. The instructions are also given there. They have to do it offline. And there's another one which I have given here. All the steps are given. The final output is also shown to them. So by looking at that and following the steps, or the steps here, they have to do the activity.
Okay, so we have given the steps as well as the final outcome, and they need to follow the steps. But if they do something wrong, no instructions are given. They have to find out how to do it correctly on their own time.
Yes, but if they find some problem, they can discuss that problem in the forums.
Okay.
Then
right, so there is always help available for the students, whether it is offline or online.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Then there's another activity that I have added here. That's an activity is covering the content.
Okay.
Now this type of content is not available in the module, the learning guide that we have provided.
So it gives a little bit more additional things for the students to do.
Of course, yes.
Okay. Is that tested in the assessment?
Of course, yes. That's why we have added these type of activities there.
Yeah, so what is important is that all the activities given online and offline are things that the students have to do during the time that is given, and we assume that they have covered all the activities. Therefore all these sections are included in the MCQs and the assessment. Okay, so if we move on to the practice quiz, what type of questions do we get?
As we have already told them that we have MCQs and yes no type of questions. And yes no type of question, simply they can find something like this, where they will find 2 buttons at the end of each and every question there. If they find the answer, they can mark the answer on the checkbox here, and then once they finish, they can save, submit all, or they can one by one they can answer and save without submitting. Then after that, at the end of the quiz, they can submit.
Right, so there are direct questions, yes no type, and what are the other types that we've got?
Yes, in the MCQ type of questions here, here some steps are given. These type of questions, here they will find some steps, and they have to organize this one in the correct order. The options are given there, and you can see that check boxes are provided here. That means there may be more than one answer.
All right. Okay, so what is important here is that since we are dealing with application packages, it is important that the students know how to carry out the activities, how to do the activities, and rather than remembering exactly what the command is. So that is why we are testing the order or the steps as to how a particular command should be executed, rather than talking about particular commands and the order of commands.
That's right.
Okay, so that is why these steps. So there are questions, because we are dealing with application packages, there are these correct order type of questions given there.